G'day everyone, how are you? It's James Beazley, Managing Director of the Six Group, and welcome to the last episode of the Weekly Bees for this year. So it's a bit of a Christmas episode, as you can see. We've all got Christmas jumpers on and all that sort of jazz. So we started the Weekly Bees with my holiday reads. I'm going to finish the Weekly Bees with some holiday reads over the Christmas period. And I've got 4 books for you today. One, Ries, The Startup Way. The next one is Yuval Noah Harari, and this is Homo Deus, or Deus. And then this one's a really cool book, which I've only just started reading, but I'm loving it. This is Thinking in Bets, and this book is written by Annie Duke, who's a world champion poker player. And finally, this one, who is the current chairman of Nokia, just released a book, Risto, Siilasmaa, and this is about transforming Nokia. The first one, Ries, pretty famous guy. Eric's an entrepreneur and New York Times bestseller. He's known for writing the book about lean startup, sold over 1 million copies of the thing. So he's really big on how do you fast track innovation in a startup way. And this book really explores how do you do it in very, very big organizations like GE, for instance. And he partnered with them to create like a fast works program where you're able to get an idea, able to get different options, and then look for an MVP, which is the most valued product. And how do you test that? Some fabulous stuff in here. I really do recommend having a good read of it because it just puts you in a completely different perspective. And what it does is it really shows you the quickest way to an ultimate result is to test and test and test. So test and fail, and then change, test and fail, change, and then really get to the one that's going to work for you. Really cool book, really enjoyed it. This one here, this is something that Obama loves to read and various others, and it's on their book list. And this gentleman, Yuval Noah Harari, he's got a fabulous mind. His first book, which was Homo sapiens, was all about what is happening to humankind now. This one is about a brief history of tomorrow. So what are we doing now that's going to affect the way that we as humans are in the 21st century? A lot of deep stuff here, but the way he writes I love because it's really quite abstract concepts, and he just brings it right back to layman's terms that you and I can really understand. Fascinating read, really gets you thinking. Talking about things like death is just a technical problem because in the future we're going to be living till well into our hundreds. Famine is disappearing, war is obsolete. Wow, great concepts. This one is really cool. So this is by a lady called Annie Duke. She's devoted her life to the study of decision making under pressure, and the reason being was she was a professional poker player. Actually, she wasn't originally, it was her brother. But then when she moved cities, she became a professional poker player. She's won $4 million in tournaments, earned a World Series poker bracelet, and by virtue of that, what she has done is that she looks at thinking in bets. So as a professional poker player, you have a strategy and you've got to employ that in the strategy, irrespective of the result, because if you've got the right strategy, 8 times out of 10, 9 times out of 10, you'll actually get the right result. The thing that goes against it sometimes is just general bad luck. So read that one. And the final one is Risto, Siilasmaa, Nokia. To you and I who don't know, we all think Nokia is one of the biggest companies that absolutely blew it because they went from the biggest mobile phone manufacturer in the world to getting Apple having competition, those sorts of things, and end up selling it to Microsoft. Well, this one talks about Risto when he joined the board during those troubled times to where he is now chairman of Nokia. And arguably Nokia, this is my own opinion, I think are going to become one of the biggest and most powerful companies in the world again because of their knowledge and their ownership of the technology behind 5G networks. But this is a fascinating view into the corporate world of when a company gets so big that they're so convinced of their success that they become blind to actually what's happening around them. He talks about the power of paranoid optimism. Love that term. Paranoid optimism to lead through colossal change. So that's it, guys. They're the 4 books. Here's the Easy Target t-shirt. This is to the person who has shared, liked, and given me the best comments throughout the Weekly Bees. And this t-shirt is going to be flying its way to Finland to the gentleman that gave me my topic last week, Abhinav Goel of Fortum. So good on you, Abhinav. This is coming your way. I expect a photo and a video of you with the Easy Tiger t-shirt saying the Weekly Bees. And guys, wish you a very safe and happy Merry Christmas. Thanks for following Weekly Bees this year. Look out for next year with a different type of Weekly Bees. That's it for now. Signing off this year. Thanks for watching the Weekly Bees.